Your cat doesn't see the world the way you do. They don't hear it the way you do either. And they certainly don't smell it the way you do. In fact, the sensory reality a cat lives inside is so different from yours that they might as well be experiencing a different planet, even when they're sitting right next to you on the sofa. Let's start with vision. Cats have long been associated with darkness, with the night, with mystery, and that reputation is scientifically earned. The secret starts at the back of the eye, in a structure called the Tapetum lucidum. This is a mirror-like layer of cells sitting behind the retina, and its job is to reflect light back through the eye a second time, giving the photoreceptors a second chance to pick it up. This is why a cat's eyes glow when light hits them at night. You're seeing that reflection. It's not a trick. It's a biological amplifier. And it's why cats need roughly 6 times less light than you do to see clearly in near darkness. But it goes further than that. Cats have a far higher proportion of rod cells in their retinas compared to humans. Rods are the photoreceptors responsible for detecting light and motion. They don't process color particularly well, but in low light, they are extraordinarily sensitive. Humans have more cone cells which handle color and fine detail in bright conditions. So you trade away night sensitivity for richer daytime color. Cats made the opposite deal. Their world is less colorful, roughly similar to a human with red-green color blindness. But in the dark, their vision is operating at a level yours simply cannot reach. There's also growing evidence that cats may perceive ultraviolet light. A study published in the Proceedings of the Royal Society B found that the lenses of cats, along with many other mammals, including dogs and hedgehogs, transmit UV wavelengths that the human lens blocks entirely. This means cats may be seeing patterns on surfaces, in urine trails or even on prey that are completely invisible to you. The full implications of this are still being studied, but it reframes the cat's visual world as something richer and stranger than we ever assumed. Now, the ears. If you've ever watched a cat swivel its ears toward a sound before its head has even moved, you've seen something remarkable in action. Cats have 32 individual muscles controlling each ear, allowing them to rotate up to 180 degrees independently of each other. They can locate the source of a sound to within 3 degrees of accuracy, sharper than a dog's, and they can do it in about 6/1000ths of a second. The frequency range is where it gets truly extraordinary. Humans hear between approximately 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. Cats hear from around 48 Hz all the way up to 79,000 Hz, nearly 79 kHz. That upper range is not just impressive as a number, it has a direct evolutionary purpose. The ultrasonic vocalizations of mice and rats, the tiny high-pitched squeaks they use to communicate, fall squarely in that range. A cat lying still in a field or a wall cavity isn't just waiting. It's listening to an entire frequency band of rodent conversation that you are biologically unable to detect. When your cat suddenly stares at a wall for no apparent reason, there may be a very good reason, just not one you can hear. Their low-frequency sensitivity is slightly weaker than ours, which is why very deep bass sounds don't seem to interest them much. But the trade-off is clearly worth it. Their hearing is tuned with extraordinary precision for hunting. Then there is smell. The human nose contains roughly 5 million olfactory receptors. That already sounds like a lot. A cat has around 200 million. Their sense of smell is estimated to be between 9 and 16 times more sensitive than ours, and they use it in ways that go far beyond simply finding food. Cats have a secondary scent organ that humans entirely lack, the vomeronasal organ, also called Jacobson's organ, located in the roof of the mouth. When a cat encounters a particularly interesting or complex scent, it will sometimes open its mouth slightly, curl its upper lip, and hold that expression for a moment. This is called the Flehmen response, And what the cat is doing is actively drawing scent molecules up into the vomeronasal organ for deeper chemical analysis. It looks like a grimace or a sneer. It is actually the cat running a sophisticated second scan on a smell that caught its attention. This organ is particularly sensitive to pheromones, the chemical signals that carry information about identity, reproductive status, territory, and emotional state. When cats rub their faces on furniture, on door frames, on you, they are depositing secretions from scent glands located around their cheeks, chin, and forehead. This isn't random affection, it's information. A chemical signature that says, this space, this object, this person is known and safe. When a cat encounters a new smell and the Flehmen response kicks in, they are essentially reading a message left by another animal, one written in a language your nose cannot pass at all. So the next time your cat freezes in the dark, ears pivoting, nose twitching, staring at absolutely nothing, remember, they are not staring at nothing. They are standing at the intersection of three sensory systems so far beyond yours that the world they're perceiving in that moment is something you will never fully see, hear, or smell. You share a home. You do not share a reality. Understanding why they do what they do doesn't make them less mysterious. If anything, it makes them more remarkable. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. New cat science drops every week. See you in the next one.